The earlier you come to this very realization in your life that you are not just a physical being, you are a spiritual being, that is when you begin to understand most of the things that you have been struggling to understand in your life. That is when you will begin to know why many things happens in your life. That is when you begin to realize the reason why your life has been the way it is. The problem is that you have been approaching life basically from the physical perspective of life, which is only one dimension of human being. Man is both spirit and flesh, two in one, in a literal explanation so you can understand. You have your spirit, which is spiritual, which is divine, and you have your flesh, which is mortal and earthly. Your spirit has no birth, but your flesh has a birth. Your flesh is born to a family, your flesh is given a name, your flesh is enrolled in a vocation, in education or anything. Your flesh is the one that has limitations, that has pleasurable desires and all that, for satisfactions, for stimulation. But your spirit is divine, is the one that craves for higher dimensions of life. That is the one that lures you into a path that is completely off from your physical cravings and attachment. So if you have been approaching life only from the physical perspective, you would never get the answer. You must come to a level to understand who you are, not just as a physical being, born into a family, given a name, trained, enrolled into any skill, but as a spirit being that is divine, one with the Creator, one with the divine, one with the Father. Not till you realize your spirituality, you would always confuse your life experiences using physical explanations, scientific explanations, biological explanations, philosophical, theological, or any form of explanation to answer the questions in your life. There are many questions in your life that physical science, philosophy will never answer. Only when you begin to search inward within you to realize the dimensions of the spirituality of which you were born, of which you are part of. Only then will the answers become clear. Only then will the solutions appear. For only when the seeker is ready, the path will appear. And when the seeker set his foot on the path, the doors unlock. So most of the things you are looking for, you would never find in the flesh. You are a spiritual being. Those things you see in your dreams are not just mere dreams. They are portal and opening to another dimension of your life that you don't know. You have been clustered with noise from this very world. Distractions that have weighed you down, that have blocked your channels of understanding, your channels of hearing, to attune to your spirit self, to your higher self. Just like I said, you would never find solutions to the reason why you feel weary, the reason why you feel stuck, the reason why you feel burn out from this very reality. Even though you've got the money, even though you've got friends, even though you've got the booze, but right within you, there is an inner yearning for something higher, for something divine. The fact is that this very present reality is cracking. We are in a transitional mode, breaking from the level of knowing not just physical things, but into deeper knowing of things that goes beyond science. that goes beyond philosophy, things that science, philosophy, and theology has no answers to. Only when you attune yourself to the divine, to the very source and creation of all things, only then will you get the answers you are looking for. You are a divine being, just as it is expressed that you are God. It doesn't literally mean that you are one big being sitting somewhere. No. It only means that the fragment of divinity radiates within you. It means that there is a life in you that is beyond this physical life. And not till you get to that level, when you begin to approach your life experiences from this very perspective, to discover within you the divinity within you, to discover within you the God within you, to discover within you the light within you, only then will the doors you have been knocking open. Every door has a key. The very door you crave to unlock cannot be unlocked by science, by philosophy, by logic or theology. It can only be unlocked by a divine experience. Only the divinity within you can open that portal. And not till you do that, it will always be difficult for you to really understand who you are. Who you are is not just this flesh. You have studied everything about who you are physically, but you lack knowledge of who you are as a spiritual being. Seek to know who you are as a spiritual being. Understand your spiritual existence, just like you are born in the flesh and you have family and you have identity. Also, the same way you have a life experience as a spirit. So not till you discover that aspect of your life, you would never see beyond the very veil of physical realities. Seek for that which is higher than the physical, and that which you ultimately seek for will be given to you. Life is not in the flesh. Life is in the spirit. Discover the life within you that is not of the flesh. Only then will you find the real you. Not this body, but the divine.